Hi guys, welcome to DMT, Tasman Motorcycle Trips, and welcome to this video. I just uploaded of a magnificent road, the A57, in particular the Snakes Pass in the Peak District National Park in Derbyshire. Now if you're a motorcyclist and you haven't ridden this road, I fully recommend you to ride it. It's absolutely awesome, fantastic road to ride, as you'll see in the video. Now I was only just blown away a couple of weeks ago when I first ventured out on my BMW R1250GS to the Peak District. So much so that the ride went straight to my most favourite rides to date. Incidentally, I'll put a link to that video just up here so you can click on it and watch it later maybe. So this is the second ride, the Snakes Pass road. It's 70 miles long, takes about 2.5 hours depending whether you stop at some of the caverns or Bakewell and have a look round. I start the Snakes Pass from the lovely market town of Bakewell. So here we see the loop. You can see over on the left here is Buxton, and down on the right we have Bakewell, which is where the loop starts. So it's a clockwise loop, initially starting from Bakewell on the A6, going on to the B6465, then going on up towards the B6049. This is where the caves are, which if you want to have a go on one of those, I've been on the Speedwell cave, which is fantastic. And then basically we head all the way up to Chapel on Frith, and then up on the A624 towards Glossop, swinging around past Glossop to start the Snakes Pass, which is basically 11 miles down here, which is the fantastic road, and it goes towards Ladybower Reservoir, and then it starts to head back down, swings around onto the A625 back to Bakewell to complete the loop. And now we're in the Peak District, heading towards the start of the loop, so really looking forward to it, obviously, because obviously it's a Thursday, there's not a lot of traffic around. In the daytime it's probably the best time to come. Hopefully I won't be doing any sneezing today like the last one, sorry about that. Oh, and this is a 12% gradient. You can never tell on the GoPros, but this is really steep. Down to second gear, going around this gradient. First gear here, wow. Car's got his left indicator on and turns right. This is the high street in Buxton, which is where I started the loop. I was trying to find the bridge where you can put your padlock. Very nice. So starting the loop from Bakewell, just leaving Bakewell now. This is where the loop starts. In the book it actually starts up from up north, but because I've come from Leicester, this is where I'm going to start the loop from here, from Bakewell. So let's see how we get on, see what this road entails. So I've just stopped off leaving Bakewell. That viaduct down there is the old railway line. It's the Monsell Trail, I believe, and it goes through the hillside. So there's a tunnel there, so those cyclists that are going through go through the tunnel. You can actually hire the bikes in Buxton, and you do 10 miles all the way through on this old railway line. which is now disused, and you go through the hillsides through a tunnel on the push bikes, and it's really good. It's about 10 miles, and that's a really good fun day. So just left Hope and I'm coming into Castleton now. Quaint little villages they are, and that hillside in the background I think there's a cavern up there, and it may be one of the places that I've been into previously where you can go on a narrowboat down in a cavern, and the chap on the boat pushes you along by the ceiling, and it's that low to the top of the boat, and it's where they used to mine. Goes back centuries, where even children used to go down the mines, and they used to mine all the materials and from the walls. See if we can squeeze through here as well. Look at these little villages, little cottages on the left here. All out of the shops. Beautiful. Bikers. Visitor centre. Very nice. So that is a nice view. Sun over there on the left. Large hills, I wouldn't really call them mountains, would you? Well, we actually go left here. The map is telling me. Let's see which cavern it is as we go past it. Speedwell Cavern, an underground journey by boat. Yeah, so I have been on this one. You go underground and there's a boat that takes you through the tunnel.
The vein he worked in was only 1 meter tall, half a meter wide. Now you might guess he wasn't a fully grown man. That's because he was only 8 years old when he started working here and retired at the age of 19 as he died in a horrible mining accident. But that was the life at the time of a miner. He'd work 15 hours a day, 7 days a week, with 1 hour off on Sunday morning for church. And he'd get paid a grand total of 2 pence per week. Around £5 in today's money. So slightly more than I earn over here as a tour guide.
And he's going to be wanting to get past you sooner or later. There we go, 7 miles to Glossop. So I didn't realise it, but I'm actually on the Snake Road now, the A57. And there was a couple of corners that caught me out a little bit there, so this is the Snake Road. Yeah, very nice. You can see it's quite windy. a nice little valley here on the Snakes Road, A57, and there is a truck a bit further ahead. I might just pull over to let him go off a bit so we can enjoy this road a bit more. Fellow biker. Looks like they planted some trees there. Yeah, I'm just going to pull over here just to let that truck go. Cold, I've got the heating grips on the GS, and I've got the heating on the seat on level 1 and the heating on the grips on level 3. It's 7 degrees, it's a bit windy. I'm going to start heading back through the Snakes Pass and then back down to Bakewell, I believe. So we'll crack on with that. Till later, I'll sign off and do a bit more touring. Wow, stunning scenery. Still a bit damp here. You get some of the water rolling off the hills. I don't know if the hills or mountains, but some of the water that rolls off the hills, you get the sudden splurge of water on the road.